The Earth at Yellowstone National Park never truly sleeps, but on that particular day, it felt as if it was holding its breath. A quiet tension settled over the basin surrounding Old Faithful. The air was thin with anticipation, thick with the faint scent of sulfur drifting like a warning from deep below. Visitors gathered in a wide circle, their voices hushed without knowing why, as if some ancient instinct told them they were standing at the edge of something powerful, something alive. Minutes stretched longer than they should. The ground trembled, almost imperceptibly at first, like a heartbeat buried miles beneath layers of rock. A soft hiss broke the silence. Steam curled upward in ghostly tendrils, twisting and vanishing into the cool sky. Then another hiss, louder. This time, the earth was waking. Deep underground, water trapped in hidden chambers had reached a boiling fury. Pressure mounted relentlessly, seeking escape. The geyser pulsed. A sudden surge of water bubbled up, splashing over the vent, teasing what was about to come. People leaned forward, eyes wide, breath caught in their throats. Then, without warning, the world exploded. A thunderous roar tore through the stillness as a towering column of scalding water and steam blasted skyward. Old Faithful erupted with a force that felt almost supernatural, as if the earth itself had cracked open to release its fury. The jet climbed higher and higher, shimmering in the sunlight, transforming into a brilliant pillar of liquid fire. The ground vibrated beneath every footstep. The sound was overwhelming, deep, roaring rush mixed with the violent hiss of escaping steam. Heat radiated outward in waves, brushing against faces like the breath of something ancient and untamed. Droplets of mineral-rich water rained down, glistening like sparks as they fell back to the earth. Time seemed to slow. The eruption sustained, itself relentless and majestic. The plume twisted and danced, shaped by shifting winds, sometimes narrowing into a focused spear, sometimes blooming outward into a vast, billowing cloud. Shadows flickered across the ground as the sunlight refracted through the spray, casting fleeting rainbows that shimmered and disappeared in an instant. It felt endless. The power beneath. Yellowstone National Park was on full display, a reminder that far below the calm surface lay a restless, molten world. Each second of the eruption told a story millions of years in the making. Heat from the planet's core, water seeping through cracks, pressure building in silence until it could no longer be contained. Gradually, almost reluctantly, the geyser began to weaken. The towering column shrank, its roar softening into a steady rush. The violent force gave way to a gentler spray, then two thick clouds of steam that drifted upward like the fading breath of a giant. The ground settled, the trembling stopped. What had been chaos moments before now dissolved into quiet. Only the lingering mist remained, rising slowly into the sky. The crowd exhaled as one, as if they had been holding their breath the entire time. Some stood frozen, trying to process what they had just witnessed. Others whispered in awe, their voices fragile compared to the raw power they had just seen unleashed. And then, just as suddenly as it began, it was over. Old Faithful returned. To stillness, scam, almost innocent again. But beneath that quiet surface, the cycle had already begun anew. Heat was building. Pressure was rising. The earth was preparing for its next breath. Because in Yellowstone National Park, the silence is never the end.